What's up, everybody? Josh here with 508 Magnets. Today, doing something a little different. Today we're going to be looking over all the coins that I have found metal detecting for the last 3 years or so. I've saved everything, whether it's fallen apart, rusted, corroded, or a surface find. I've saved everything in these jars. And then I figured that when the jars were full, I would count them up. These jars here, I've filled with every coin I've ever found metal detecting. We've got pennies, dimes, nickels, and quarters. As you can see, the penny jar is full. I cannot get a lid on it anymore. I probably can't add any more. They'll all fall out. So I said to myself when I first started this that I was going to count them all up when the jars are full. They're not full evenly. The quarters and pennies are pretty full. But nickels and dimes are, I guess, just not as common as finding pennies. So we're going to count them up so I can empty the jars, hopefully return them to the bank if they're in good enough condition, see how much money we've made. And what we're going to do is tumble these coins because they are fresh dug out the dirt. There's dirt and grime and mud caked on them. So we need to get them in a little bit better condition in order for the banks to take them. So we're just going to tumble them real quick and then divide them up, count them up, and yeah, see what we get. Alright, so I got my little rock tumbler here, and I've gone ahead and filled my container with about halfway full of pennies and just some water. When you're doing coins, you're never going to get the coin back to looking brand new. You're not going to go from, a rusty, crusty up penny to looking like it's brand new from the mint. It ain't just going to happen. You're not going to go from this transformation to this it's not going to happen. But you'll get them hopefully clean enough that they'll roll okay, and you can return them to the bank, Coinstar, whatever you want to do. So with these being dug from the dirt, you just need the pennies. You just need the coins. They've got enough dirt and grit on them to wear each other down, and just the coins rolling over each other with that extra dirt that's going to fall off is going to be enough material in there to clean the coins. So I just put the coins right in there with a little bit of water. You can add a little dish soap if you want, but you don't need any of the mediums that they sell to, polish these, because tumbling rocks and polishing coins, or, just tumbling coins, is very different. People tumble rocks to, make them look shiny like gemstones and things. It's not going to work with coins. You're going to ruin them, essentially. So I got my little rock tumbler here, and this is all closed up, not leaking. That's good. Just give it a little pre-shake. And this tumbler is very simple. My kid got it for Christmas or his birthday or something. It's got buttons for 1 day, 2 days, and 4 days. It's a rock tumbler. You're going to tumble for 4 days. But we're not going to wait that long. I'm just going to run them for maybe an hour or two and then see what they look like. And we'll go from there. So, just going to turn this on. I got to hit that on button. There we go. Alright, I'll see you in an hour. Alright, this first round of pennies, as I've got lots more to go, has been tumbling for just about an hour, and I want to show you what this looks like inside. So again, this is just water and pennies. Pop that open and look at all the sludge and nastiness that has come off of that. It's all just dirt. So now I gotta dump this out, rinse them off, lay them out on a towel to dry, and then start some more pennies. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I rinsed these off and just want to show you the difference here. So they're not super, clean and shiny brand new pennies, but most of the dirt is gone, and you're going to be able to sort these. Like, obviously this one, the bank is not going to take that, but they're going to take these ones. These look fine. Right after they dry, we'll count them up, roll them up, and see what we get. All right, so I divided them all up into piles. Got a pretty good amount. I'll give you a grand total at the end. I did pull out a bunch that were just too far gone. Like this one's got a hole in the middle. This missing a big chunk. Basically, if it's not round and ain't gonna roll into a roll of coins anymore, I pulled it out. So not bad. Amount is maybe 20 cents there. So yeah, otherwise they're all good. All right, we have finished tumbling the jar of pennies. Took about 4 tumbler worth, so been tumbling pennies for the last 4 hours. Let's move on to dimes. There we go. And yeah, got a bunch of dimes in there. Let's give them a tumble. Jar number 2 down. We just tumbled all the dimes. Let's move on to nickels. I know, I'm going out of order. Should be nickels first, then dimes, but too late now. Here we go, all the nickels. Something to mention, if you're gonna tumble coins, make sure you separate your pennies. If you put your pennies in with your dimes and nickels, they can become discolored. You'll still see some discoloration from the dirts and soils and things like that on the silver coins, but don't put a bunch of pennies in with dimes, nickels, and quarters because they're just going to discolor them. So always separate your silvers. You can do dimes and nickels together or whatever, but don't mix in the pennies. Alright, I got quarters running now. Quarter jar is empty. All the jars are empty. I've been running a tally, counting them up, making sure they're all good. I got a couple of dollar coins here too. There might be one more or two in there. We'll have to see when they come out. And got the nickels all counted up. When the quarters are done, I'll count them up. Got a grand total of how much I've found metal detecting over the last few years. We've got our quarters. All clean. Let's go. All right, all my jars are empty. All my coins are clean. And they're all in this bucket here. And that's a lot of work, a lot of counting, a lot of waiting. This video took hours. Each set of coins I tumbled for an hour, except the quarters, because I tumbled those previously and then never did the video that I was intending to do. So yeah, I only ran those for like half an hour just to kind of give them, you know, a little bit over, because I had added some new quarters and stuff too. So grand totals, here we go. I'm going to go in order here. So the pennies, we had $11.65 just in pennies, and that jar was full to the top, over full, couldn't even put the lid on it anymore. We had in nickels, $10.35, $45.40 in dimes, quarters, $93.75, and we had $4 coins. If you're really good at math, you'll know that's a lot. If you're not good at math, I'll tell you what it is. It's $165.15. That's awesome. Not bad for, I think I've been metal detecting for about 3 years. It's not going to buy me a new detector, but it could buy me a pretty nice pinpointer if I wanted to. It could buy me a decent sand scoop. So keep those pennies, keep those quarters. I separated them all, but you could throw them in a giant bucket. I know people just throw them in all sorts of stuff. So keep that change, keep that clad. It definitely adds up. I got $165 here. I'm gonna run it to the bank, deposit it into my account, and yeah, hopefully buy some new stuff for the channel with it. All right, that's the video for today, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you do with your change that you find metal detecting. Do you keep it all? Do you only keep the stuff that's good? Let me know. I'm gonna keep refilling these jars now that they're empty. Been filling them for the last couple of years, and when they get full, I'll count them again, deposit the money. So look at this, free money just found on the ground, in the ground. That's awesome. Like I said, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.